What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, Hopsin's latest album, titled Pound Syndrome. Okay, if you're subscribed to me, y'all already know who Hopsin is. Dope MC from California. New album's out. Sorry, didn't mean to drop that shit. Shout out to the guys who let me know that this shit dropped. I've kind of been off the grid when it comes to, you know, all these releases and shit. You know, unless I'm on undergroundhiphop.com or something, I usually don't know about some of these releases, or if I'm following these guys via Facebook or whatever the fuck. But a lot of guys put me onto this, and I went to FYE and picked this bitch up. Great fucking album. Artwork, let's get into that. Boom, very basic. Hopsin just chilling out. Sitting on the front, on the back, you got his face like looking like it's on a wall with the paint chipping and cracking. Same thing on the front too. You could see, if you look real close, you can see the cracking on there. Let's open this bitch up real quick. Let me show you this. Here's the back of the insert. Here's the CD. Pull the CD out, you don't really see nothing, just more cracked debris or whatever the fuck that is. Let's open up this bitch. Got pictures of Hopsin jumping over a wall or whatever. More shit here, more with the fucking credits. And got a speaker box here. Hopsin chilling out, scoping you motherfuckers out, you whack rappers out. Same shit. And here he is just chilling with his skateboard over there. Alright, so there's the artwork. Production on this bitch. Hopsin produced everything. He produced every beat on here. I'll get more into that later on in the review. Features on this bitch. You got Jaron Benton, Dizzy Wright, and Swizz. So he kept it in-house with his Funk Volume clique. I'm glad he didn't, you know, go too crazy with it. There's 14 tracks on here, so you get a lot of Hopsin on here, and that's a big plus with me. You know, he kept it in-house. He didn't really go fucking nuts, you know, with a shitload of niggas on every track. Pros and cons. Pros, like I said in the last review for Jesus Christ, Knock Madness. Love the fact that he's not afraid to harmonize. He does it a lot more on this album. Content, he doesn't shy away from it as usual. I was so happy, you know, just hearing this album upon the first try. I already had the review in my head. Usually it takes me a couple of tries, but I already knew content-wise this was insane, man. Like, for example, you have the Pound, which is the intro. That beat just defines Pound Syndrome. That beat alone, he didn't even have to rap over it to me. You have track 3, No Hope, which is a track where he's talking about people using you for your money. You have track 4, Ramona, featuring Jaron Benton, and that track, you could kind of compare that to the track he did with Tech Nine on Tech Nine's last album, Special Effects. It's about dealing with psycho groupie bitches. What else you got? You have Mr. Jones. I'm not too sure about that track, if he's directing that as somebody, but that track is about someone who's been rapping for over a decade and really hasn't made it anywhere because they just suck, I guess. I don't know who Mr. Jones is, if that's a real person. Someone let me know if that's a real dude he's addressing. Fort Collins featuring Dizzy Wright. Dope track. This actually is a true story, true incident that happened in Fort Collins, Colorado. He was going through some type of depression or some shit, and he actually was a no-show at a show. So he's going into that. Dope storytelling, love that. The No Words skit, that track is fucking insane. It's just a skit, but I believe he could have just came out with this alone, and that would have made me fucking happy, because he's talking about the current state of some of these bullshit MCs, you know, like that they're not really saying nothing, but you motherfuckers, you dumbass motherfuckers will be the first ones out there saying, oh, they're the hottest motherfucker out there. And dope fucking skit. And last thing I'm gonna talk about, because I'm not gonna, there's a lot of shit on here that's dope, but Ill Mind of Hopsin 7. If you're a fan of Hopsin, you know he comes out with the Ill Mind tracks. This is definitely a crown jewel on here. And he usually covers different, like, he's really great at covering different topics on these Ill Minds. This one, he's talking about like religion and questioning God and questioning the parameters of religion and shit like that. Real dope fucking track. Probably my favorite track on this bitch. I'm gonna leave it at that because I could go on and on and on. But definitely content driven. Definitely my type of MC. Cons, I love the production for the most part. Some of it is to me, like on the track, what is it? Fly. No. Fly, I didn't like I thought the hook was kind of like lame for Hopsin's taste. That's just me. I'm trying to think. My Love. I could have done without that track. Production didn't really do much for me, and I'm not really, y'all know how I feel about like lovey-dovey tracks. Even though it was lyrical, it's like, it really didn't do much for me. I Just Can't was all right. You know, I could do with it, or, you know, it's one of them tracks that I'm like, all right, I'll listen to it on the way out. It's the last track, so. But overall, I really enjoyed the album. I love Hopsin. Shout out to Hopsin. Saw this dude last year at Webster Hall, put on a great fucking show. And shout out to Hopsin. Shout out to Funk Volume. My rating of this, I would go 8.75, probably highest, I think, but it's definitely up there for this year's list. I think it might make it on there. That's all I gotta say. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Support dope shit. Support my nigga Hopsin, and that's it. Peace, bitches.